Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Cooking with TK. So it's with my dear friend.
Let's finish this whole thing.
So we are about to go for breakfast. I'm gonna have my morning workout. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Cooking with TK once again. So it is a Monday. I'm taking this video on a Sunday. It is a Monday, and if it is your first time joining me, thank you so much for taking time of your busy day to come to my channel and watch my video. And if it's not your first time joining me, well then welcome back. I haven't posted because I was busy celebrating my Valentine's. Yes, I was celebrating Valentine's Day, and specifically what I was doing is I was studying, watching series, and yes, stuffing my face. I didn't get any Valentine's, I didn't get anything. I mean, to me it was just like a normal day. Like, I would have actually preferred it if it was like a holiday where I didn't have to go to work, but I did. But either way, it was a good day. I celebrated it my own way. It was good. And I think next year I should be in a relationship. Like, even if I just get someone from like the 12th, and then I just 12, 13, 14, then I break up with them on the 16th at least, you know. No, I'm joking. Anyways, yes, so I actually made this video because there's something that happened last week, and it was trending last week. It's not trending now. And so what this guy did, there's a guy from Afrotainment. Afrotainment is a record label from Durban. You know, it has the likes of, it's owned by Tira. I think he co-owns it with somebody. I could be wrong also. I'm not like 100% sure because I'm not really into like gossip and celebrity stuff. But yes, we thought of seeing he owns it. And then there's the likes of Babes Dumade, Mampincha, Duncan, and all these like Durban. Basically, it's like one of the biggest, I think it's like the biggest Durban record label, the biggest record label in Durban. So yeah, they seem, you know, they make it big, people that go there and stuff. So then there's this guy, Duncan, aka Skuva. It's the same person, yes. Duncan, aka Skuva, that actually surprised his girlfriend, and then he proposed. He had like all this entourage, he had like all his friends, his colleagues, they came with him. He went to surprise his girlfriend at a restaurant. She was with her friends, and then he proposed, and Miguel said nah. And then it's just like, okay, so when I look at the video, it's quite sad because even his friends are begging for him, like, please say yes, and the girl is just like, no. And then, you know, at first, the way it happened, like when I look at the girl and when I saw the video, I was just like, ugh, this is a publicity stunt. And then, yes, the following day or 2 days later, he released a song named Sando Sam Sakdala or something. I haven't listened to it because I'm not a fan. But then yes, he released a song. So I think it was just to cause like the whole hype around the song, so that when the song comes out, then we buy it, and you know, we feel sorry for him, and obviously get him a lot of girls as well, because I was seeing on social media, most girls were like, oh my god, he should have asked me, and I'm thinking, it's not like you even had a crush on this guy. Is it the marriage? Is it because you feel sorry for him? Because nobody has ever said, I have a crush on Duncan. Like, there's crushes that we know. There's people that we know that most women have crushes on. Like, the likes of Maps Maponyane, what's this guy, Vuyo, but he plays Kumkan Generation. Like, there's those people where you know, like, he's the crush of the nation. And then the biggest crush of the nation right now is to Duzani Zuma. So, you know, there's people that we know, like, everybody, most women are crushing on them for one reason or the other. So Duncan has never actually even made it on the top 20 of the crushes that I would say like they are known crushes. I'm not talking about my crushes. I'm saying like national crushes, like people that, you know, when women talk about eligible bachelors, or when women compliment and stuff, they mention them. So then, it was like, okay, fine. I saw it from the start that it was a publicity stunt, and yeah, I saw it from the start. But then it just got me thinking, what for them? Firstly, for them to think that, you know, it would cause like the hype around his new song. Is marriage really, really that important for us? Like as black people, or as black people in their 20s. I don't know, because I'm not sure how old this guy is, I'm not sure how old the lady is, but I'm just saying, is marriage really that important? Is it wrong for me to be dating or be in a relationship with someone, care about them, but then say no if they propose to me? Is it wrong? Or maybe what am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to say not now? But another thing, I can't really say. I don't feel like, you know, you would say not now, because then when someone proposes to you, it's not like they're saying we're getting married tomorrow. You say yes if you want to marry them. And then, I mean, there's Amanda Dupont who's been engaged for like over a year. People, you know, engagement is just the thing of we are gonna get married. Doesn't have to be now, it doesn't have to be next year. It just, we are gonna get married. It's not like a promising, it's just that we are gonna get married. We've made a commitment to each other, and we're starting now to see how our life will be when we're married. And, you know, obviously with us, with the whole lobolas and things like that. But then for them to make it like such a hoo-ha and such a big thing, was it because maybe of the embarrassment that the guy got? Because firstly, I think, or I would actually think, that something like that should be something very intimate, should be something that, you know, is done behind closed doors between the two of us, especially if we've never spoken. For an example, if you've never hinted about marriage right now, you know, if I get in a relationship, or if I'm in a relationship, I tell someone I would not date, or I would not just be a girlfriend for more than 3 years without anything. Now that person kind of gets me, you know, like they would have that confidence. Say 2.5 years later, they propose. They kind of have that confidence that I'm gonna say yes, because I'm with them for that long, meaning that I see something. And, you know, it's close to the 3 years that I had set as my max, and, you know, something like that, you know. But then if we've never spoken, you've never asked me how I feel about marriage. What if I never want to get married, like, ever? You know, what if I never ever want to get married? I just want to have a partner. I just want us to have businesses together, kids together. But then I have my stuff, you have your stuff. I keep my surname, you keep your surname. We don't stay together. Like, what if I just want to be in a committed relationship, but I don't want to get married? I don't want to, you know, constitutionalize it. Like, what if that's what I want? So firstly, I feel like, you know, something like a proposal should be very intimate. It should be, you know, just the two of us, or like between like our close family, and like with our close family and friends. That is understandable at a mall. And secondly, what is so wrong if a woman says no? Because that's the thing, for a guy, it's easy and it's so understandable when a guy says, I'm not ready for marriage, but I love you, you know, I want to be with you. Let me just get my shit together. You know, when a guy says something like that, it's like, oh, you know, Shem, just wait. You know, so some women that are married, they're like, oh, I waited. They're like, oh, I waited. You know, he was still getting his shit together and stuff like that. But then if I, as a woman, I say, well, I love you, but I'm not ready for marriage. Is it that wrong? Like, is it such a big issue? Is it like a hoo-ha? Like, is it, because I remember even me, I was dating this guy, and he, as you guys may know, with my previous videos, he was a bit older than me. He was a bit older than me, but not too old. He was in his 30s. So he had been married before. And then when we spoke, so I knew that he had been married before, and he was only married for 2 years. His marriage never worked, and wada. Cool. We were together, and all of a sudden, this guy, I think after like 2-3 dates, I'd never even been to his house and stuff, he started speaking about marriage. And I think, like, at first I thought he was joking, you know? I thought, he's just saying that because he thinks that's what we all want to hear. Like, I'm not even there, because I'd not fallen in love with him for me to think like that. I was just still enjoying his company, getting to know him and stuff. And he's talking about marriage. And then he told me he doesn't want the year that we're dating. He doesn't want it to end without us being married. And then that's when I lost it. That's when I was like, what? I've been telling you no. He's like, how come? What kind of girl are you? Girls would jump at this opportunity, but you are saying no. What kind of girl are you? That means you're not interested in me. And I'm just like, just because you want to get married, now I must also want to get married. If I don't want to get married, then there's something wrong with me, or I don't like you. I liked him, you know, because he kept on, the more we kept on seeing each other, he had started talking about marriage in like date number 2, but then we continued seeing each other because I thought he was just saying, you know, probably just to get into my pants, or, you know, just because he thinks that's what I want and stuff like that. But then turns out guy was actually very serious, and I said no. And then he's like, yeah, that means I don't love him. That means I'm just playing. I've got other people. And I had no people at the time. It was just him, because I really liked him, but not like that. So it's like, that's why you see stuff like that. It's like, that's why even people that do get married, they find it so hard, no matter how unhappy they are, they find it so hard to leave their marriages, because, you know, based like on the society's reaction to the whole thing, it's just like, you cannot leave marriage. Marriage is like this big achievement. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not an achievement. I'm not saying I don't want to get married. I want to get married, and I will get married, but I'm just saying that the way people treat it, the way people make it like, oh my god, it's such a big achievement, you know, marriage is like number 1 of the things that you have to do, and then if you come back from marriage, or if you divorce, then it's just like, oh no, you know, if you have problems in your marriage and you tell someone, mostly if you tell elders, they tell you, oh no, you know, stay and try to fix things, because marriage is just like this huge issue. I don't know if it's us as black people in general, or if it is in just in South Africa, but it's just like, marriage is such a huge deal. And I am not saying marriage is not good, you know, that I don't want to get married. I do want to get married, you know, in a marriage where I'm in love, I'm loved, and I'm happy. But then also, I don't think it would be. I don't understand how people make it such a big hoo-ha when someone says no, they don't want to get married. Because, yeah, because I remember even Nandi Ngoma, when Zex Bantuni proposed for the first time, apparently she said no. And then it was like such a huge issue. Luckily, there were no cameras that captured that moment. Well, I haven't seen a video of it. And then it was like such a big hoo-ha, like, oh my gosh, she said no. What's wrong with the woman saying no to marriage? A guy can say no to marriage, but why can't I, as a woman, say no to marriage? Like, is it just because you as my man, you are ready now to get married, does it mean that I should automatically also be ready, because that's what I'm good for, that's what I'm waiting for in my life? I'm just waiting for a man to take me and go and change my surname and things like that. Like, why is it so surprising to people, or why is it so wrong for a woman to say no, she's not ready for marriage? So we can just have this discussion on the comment section below. Do you have maybe a story to tell when it comes to this topic? Or what is your thoughts when it comes to women saying no to marriage? Are you ready for marriage? And have you planned this to, okay, fine, I know you have planned, because I know we women, we plan. We, like, at this age I would be considering getting married and stuff like that. Say then your person or your partner proposes before then, would you say no? Would you say, we would say let's get engaged for longer, maybe let's be engaged for 4 years until I reach the age that I want? Like, just let me know, what is your thoughts on this? So that's it for now, and I still love you guys. Bye.